Hey, have you ever watched an old movie and said, wow, this looks beautiful, and watch a new one and it looks so clean and so boring, like literally? Yeah, today we're comparing film versus digital. Which one is better, which one is more affordable, which one has a better cinematic feel and touch. You understand. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe, give a like, and let's go to the video. So first of all, film. Film is the classic that was always used in almost every movie ever until the digital era. Even until today, directors like Christopher Nolan love use film, even today, because of its real feel, natural imperfections, natural colors, and like the way we see the world. Like most movies, even the black and white ones, old ones, until the 90s, until the late 2000s, it was all film. It was all film technically. It all looked so good, the colors, everything. The cinematic feel was better, much better. Movies today don't look cinematic anymore. If you see all this digital era, just leave movies clean. So clean that it's so boring. Many people can't look at it. And of course, there's another problem. CGI. CGI helps a lot, VFX sure, but when done right, because if it's too clean, if CGI is not well done, it will look too perfect, it will look too clean, too smooth, and that's not real. Real life has a lot of imperfections, that's what film is all about. And if you see today, films don't look like movies anymore, like just not. If you see, for example, a movie shot in 35mm compared to a digital 4K camera, you can note the difference. You can note the difference between digital and film. Digital, there's always noise, like it's difficult to shoot in the dark. With film, there's no problem with that. It shoots all real color, shadows, no digital. You want an example? Oppenheimer was shot with not 35 but 64mm IMAX film. That's what made the movie look so good. There are no CGI shots in that movie. Christopher Nolan said that himself.
One of the things that I can't believe you did was, are there any CGI shots in this movie?
There are no CGI shots in the movie. I think computer graphics, they're very versatile. They can do all kinds of things, but they tend to feel a bit safe. That's why they're difficult to use in horror movies. Animation tends to feel a little safe for the audience. The Trinity test ultimately, but also these early imaginings of Oppenheimer visualizing the quantum realm. They had to be threatening in some way. They had to have the bite of real world imagery.
And now, what about the budget? Sure, digital is affordable. Anyone can shoot, even on a phone. Right now, I'm shooting with my phone. It's super affordable, it's easy. Okay, cameras are getting super realistic. Even digital ones can get good at dark scenes, even still with detail. 4K tries to replicate 35mm. And IMAX, today there are some digital cams, but most of all still film. And the 8K we have today doesn't look like 64mm. 64mm looks much better in general, really. You look at the film at 8K, you just can't look at it. It's ugly, literally. Super clean, super unrealistic. You look at the 64mm film, it's another thing. Like the example I gave before, Oppenheimer. One example, Inception. Again from Christopher Nolan. He always shot his movies with film, and he always avoids any type of digital use. When necessary he uses, but he always tries to avoid it, always with practical effects. For example, he crashed a real plane for a movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was a scene where he really crashed a real plane. And in one of the Dark Knight movies, that truck scene was completely real. But now go back to the video. Film versus digital. Which one is better? Which one is more affordable? More affordable is digital, of course. It's getting better over time. Most movies today use digital because it's affordable, but you can compare it to film. Film is just the perfect cinematic look that digital can't replicate. Even if you can edit, you can in post-production make it look like film, but will never look exactly like film. Film, even if it's very expensive, for example, shooting a scene, just as one single scene with 64 millimeters is about $2,000-3,000, which is expensive. Yeah, film is expensive to develop, to send to a lab, to digitize everything. It takes time and is more expensive than digital. Digital is literally shoot and done, if you understand what I mean. But film will always be better. Even if most people prefer digital because of budget, because it's more affordable, because it's easier to shoot with, film will never be replaced by digital. Well, maybe one day film will not exist anymore, maybe, but not too soon probably. Film still have a real impact in cinema, and it's what gives the cinema look. Digital just almost can't do that. So if you like the video, please subscribe for more content like this, follow my journey, give a like, and check out my new channel, my personal channel, where I shoot whatever I want without any boundaries. But here, of course, I will still growing as a filmmaker in this channel. So see you next time. Bye bye.